having the race team and the wife, the 2 kids, you know, a lot of people, no one else, it's just, let's be honest, no one's ever done that. So I think that everybody views this thing as career suicide, you know, and I don't know, you just as an athlete and as a person, you know, I guess I've never been afraid to take the hard route. I mean, when you pack your bags at 18 years old and, you know, your parents pretty much tell you, you know, they're gonna wipe your hands on you because you're taking your girlfriend, you learn pretty damn fast. I was off the nipple pretty young and lived my life, you know, made my own choices, and some choices I make are not always the easiest ones. But I have a supportive wife that believes that this race team is what is you know, means the most to us as a family. And working with the group of guys on here, I mean, they're just such a blast. Each and every one of them works so hard. You're just proud of them, you know, like they're not my employees. I don't ever look at them as my employees. They're my family, and I love them, you know. And like family, you got to know when they're tell them that they're doing a good job or they're slacking. And I've never had an issue with that. You know, I can separate my friendship and my love for these guys over the business side of it, you know. And if I think from a business point they're not doing their job or we need to be better in a key area, we as a team get together and try to resolve it as fast as possible. So it's just weird, you know, like at 31 years old, I feel like the passion that I have to go racing and the enjoyment that I'm getting out of racing, and you know, the work ethic that it takes in the off season and during the week, it's at an all-time high. Like never is racing easy, but showing up and doing the work is easy right now. It's so fun, and that's what's, I guess, most enjoyable right now, is the fact that you just want to ride that wave, because that's a fun wave to be on. You know, at 25, 22 years old, I just felt like, you know, I was just, you know, you really don't know anything. Like, you look back and only age can show you, but like I didn't know anything, you know, and I was so, at the time I wasn't unappreciative, but you look back and I didn't get it, you know. Like, now you look back and you just think, man, I had it so easy, had nothing to worry about but me and Ellie, no kids, no team, no bills really, and it's funny, you know, like you got massive overheads and massive commitments from the home front, and yet it's the best part of my life, you know. I'm just loving doing what I'm doing. You know, the biggest thing about you know, any kind of training, and for us off bike training, is it's always a tool, you know, and you can take it too far sometimes, and I've had my years where cycling's fun. Like, for whatever the reason is, there's no better feeling than going with a group of your best friends and torturing each other, and literally, to get stronger and to torture more, it means just dropping a lot of weight. And so there's been years that I seem to be focused more on the torture during the week than maintaining strength and strong for the dirt bike on the weekend. So I kind of have a range, you know, where I try not to get below, and but yeah, it's a good time. And so for me, you know, we kind of split up our off season as far as like some mountain biking days and some road bike days, and obviously you know, you achieve two different things out of them. So for us, it's a good time to get out with your friends and kind of, you know, break away from you know, the moto. For me, it's kind of like one side of the country I do one thing, the other side of the other. You know, like I love mountain biking in California, and then the road scares me out here because the drivers, there's just way too many of them. And then in Florida, it's a little more low key, and obviously there's no mountains, so the road bike makes a lot more sense. So yeah, it's a good key element to my training. You know, there's just no hiding. Like, on a dirt bike, it's like you can go out and you can kind of throw down a lap or two, but you know, when you get on the bicycle, it comes down to just being in shape, and there's no hiding. So when you're with your friends, you're just, you know, I'm used to being able to beat up and not get beat up. So it was a rough off season, and I did my miles. And for me, it's super important to be a part of just great not only great people, but just great solid companies that have great products. And as an athlete, that's what I love about the position that I'm in, is I get to choose, you know, love my Specialized, love my Shimano, love my Kawasaki, and it's just, you know, you get to do all the fun things. You're like a big kid in a candy store.